Hello everyone. Welcome to Stat Skill Hub. I'm Dr. Asha Jindal. In this episode, you will understand the basics of simple linear regression using Jamovi. Linear regression is one of the most widely used statistical techniques because it helps to study relationships and make prediction using data. Today you will learn what simple linear regression means, how to perform it in Jamovi, how to interpret the output, and how to check important assumptions. Before learning regression, it is important to understand how it differs from correlation. Correlation simply determines the strength and direction of association between two variables. Regression goes one step ahead. It helps to predict the value of one variable using another variable. For example, correlation tells us whether study hours and exam scores are related, while regression helps to predict exam scores based on study hours. So, regression focuses mainly on prediction and modeling relationships. I will go to analysis, then to regression, then click on linear regression, move the outcome variable, which is final exam score, to dependent variable box, and move the predictor variable into covariate box. After assigning variables, I will select the outputs: normality test, QQ plot, residual plots. Under model fit, I will check R, R square, F test, adjusted R square. Once selected, the movie automatically generates the regression outputs. Now I will copy all this outputs one by one to my Word file, and it will look like this. So let us now understand regression using a practical example. You want to predict final exam scores using the study hours. Before fitting the regression model, we first check normality of dependent variable using a histogram. So here you could see that final exam score follows normal distribution, indicating no transformation required. Next, we create a scatter plot between study hours and final exam scores to visually respect the relationship. And here you lead to conclusion that there is a linear relationship between final exam score and study hours. We have even examined the normality through the QQ plot and all values around diagonal reference line indicating normality. Finally, we examine the residual plots to assess homoscedasticity. Here, you see that from all the three plots which I have copied and pasted, no pattern is observed. No relationship between standard residuals and standard predicted values. Residuals in our study, residuals and final exam scores. Hence, it indicates homoscedasticity. Once the assumptions are satisfied, I'm moving to the next step for testing the individual coefficients. So, as I have copied this table, beta not equal to 0 versus alternative hypothesis H1 beta not equal to 0. The first coefficient, I'm testing the intercept. So, T statistics is 137.8374 and P value is 0.00, which is less than 0.05. This implies reject H naught at 5% level of significance and conclude that beta naught is significant. Next coefficient I'm testing is the beta 1. This is the second row. For that, hypothesis of interest is H02 beta 1 equal to 0 versus the alternative beta 1 is not equal to 0. My t statistics value is 36.5169 and p value is 4.22 into 10 to the power minus 266, which is less than 0.05, which indicates that reject H0 at 5% level of significance and conclude that beta 1 is significant. Once both the coefficients are significant, then we write the regression model. So regression model is represented by this equation, where y represents the predicted outcome variable, x represents the predicted variable, a is called the intercept, 0.589 is nothing but the b, which is called as regression coefficient or slope. The intercept gives the predicted value of y and x equal to 0. This coefficient tells us y changes when x increases by 1 unit. For example, if the coefficient is 0.589, then every 1 unit increase in x increases y by 0.589 units on average. Now, let's understand some important statistics in regression output. First is R squared tells us how much variation in dependent variable is explained by the predictor variable. And adjusted R square tells you how correctly this prediction is. Since both of them are equal, it says that my prediction is the right path. And R squared value of 0.1680 means that 16.80 percentage of average variation in final exam score is explained by variable study hours. Here, before moving to the overall model fit, I will write the hypothesis, null hypothesis as model is not a good fit to given data. It means beta 1 equal to 0, or you can write capital R square equal to 0. And here H1 you will write as model is a good fit to given data. Beta 1 is not equal to 0 or mathematically R square greater than 0. Here F statistics is computed as 1,333.4843 and P value as 4.22 into 10 to the power minus 266, which is very small, less than 0.05, hence it is statistically significant. Hence, we reject H0 at 5% level of significance and conclude that model is good fit to the given sample data. Let's move back to presentation. These slides display that what are the assumptions you have to suppose to check, which I have done it through the practical example. Next slide tells you what are the different statistics you need to check. This is screen display that how you will interpret the model. Let us summarize what you have learned today. Scatter plot help us visualize relationships. Linear regressions help us model and predict outcomes. The regression output provides important statistics such as coefficients, R squared, and P values. Finally, assumption checking is essential for reliable conclusions. With Jamovi, linear regression becomes both simple and visually effective, intuitive. Thank you. Happy learning.